Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. So, actually I think this light is too bright, hold on. That's like blinding me. Let's turn it down a notch. So this is my, sorry. Fucking shit, okay. Let me find something else to stick it on. There, that's flat. I use my phone to give me a little extra light, because it's too dark in this room, and then if I open the curtain, it's too bright behind me, so I usually just stick my flashlight, turn my flashlight on and use that because I'm a broke bitch. So that is my quote-unquote ring light, is my phone. So normally I do my makeup and hair and all that before I do a video, but I just can't find myself giving a fuck today. So you got this. And a lot of times I'll do my makeup and stuff just because I don't like the way I look on camera because I'm so frickin' white. So I like to try to have some color so that you can see me. So this is my pregnancy video, weeks 14, 15, and 16, I think, technically. 15, 16, I don't know. That sounds right. I'm actually a little late. I'm almost 17 weeks as of this video. So I'll be 17 weeks on Tuesday, and it is Saturday. So, 16-week video. Not a whole lot to report. Well, actually, that's a lie. There was kind of a lot to report. So we've moved on. You know, we know that there's not really any nausea. There's a few foods that I figured out that I can't eat. So, like pizza, I can't. It makes me sick every time. I'm really not into sugar right now, a little bit here and there, but I'm not gonna get a whole big ass piece of cake or a big ass bowl of ice cream. That's just not, I'm not in that mood. I don't want, I want more, and I guess that's supposedly because I'm having a boy. I want more salty and savory, I guess is the word. You know, when I go for a snack, I'm grabbing fruit, or I'm grabbing crackers or chips, not. I just heard a dog. One of my dogs just stuck their nose in the crack of the door and just breathed out really hard. So I eat that kind of stuff. I'm not ooh, snack cakes and sugar and candy and there's a little bit of candy. I will always eat Milk Duds. You're never gonna stop me from eating Milk Duds. That's kind of my thing. So that's kind of where we're at right now with the food. You know, I can't eat pizza. Sometimes, I think it's McDonald's cheeseburgers, which I don't eat those, but my husband does. The smell just really bothers me. So, obviously, that's kind of out of the question. And burgers in general, I really am just not super duper into burgers right now. So, aside from that, you know, sorry, TMI, I mean, it's pregnancy, so there really is no TMI in these videos. I'm going to talk about what I'm going to talk about. Disclaimer, TMI warning, whatever. We going to talk about some dirty, nasty, gross things, because it's pregnancy, and pregnancy is not glamorous at all. Okay, so there's been some constipation issues, although it does seem like I went and got some yogurt, and it does seem like that helps a little bit, that I'm not having such a hard time with it. Sleeping is pretty much non-existent. I have a really hard time sleeping. And I did get a pregnancy pillow. I can't remember if I mentioned that in my last video or not, but I did get a pregnancy pillow, and that does seem to help a little bit with keeping me on my side instead of on my stomach or my back, which is where I would normally sleep. So that does seem to help a little bit. Oh, not pregnancy related, but my husband and I went and got new rings, so it's probably not going to want to focus on it, but look how sparkly. Oh, there we go. Whoop. So we went and got new rings. Because my old ring was fake, and he was feeling really bad that it was fake. So we went to Hellsberg Diamonds in Nashville and got new rings. So back to the pregnancy. So yeah, so sleeping is kind of non-existent. It's back to early in the pregnancy, it'd be I would sleep and then I would be tired by midday or whatever, so I'd have to take a nap. Now it's more I slept, but I slept really shitty. So now I'm still tired during the day. So like it's because I can't get comfortable and my back hurts and I have to get up and pee 14 times a night. So I'm really just not sleeping very well. And I have found that I don't want to take a nap during the day. Like there's a lot going on. So I know I had mentioned that my dad was living with us. Well, my dad has now found a place. So he's actually moving out like this weekend, like today when he gets home from work. We actually started last night a little bit. So we gotta, get all his stuff moved in, and he needs to buy some things, and he doesn't have anything like the, cleaning supplies and silverware and plates and stuff like that. He doesn't have any of that. And my stepmom let him take a little bit of stuff, but not really enough to live with, so we're going to have to go into the store, and he'll have to get a few things, and I scrounged up a few spare things that I have that I said you can totally take if you need it, and that's fine. So that's a little bit less stress that we'll have on us in the next coming months. But stress has kind of been a big thing lately, and I know it's bad for baby, so I'm trying really hard not to stress, but it's hard. Because, we had my dad living with us, and my husband is working 2 jobs, and now I've actually been out of work for the last week, because I babysit, as I've mentioned previously in other videos, and one of the children that I babysit, her mom, which is my best friend, decided to go ahead and put her in daycare, and that's nothing against me. It's because I wasn't going to be able to watch her, obviously, as I get bigger. Once I near my due date, I would have had to take time off, so she was going to put her in daycare temporarily while I was out of work, and she found out that she can't really do that at any of the daycares around here. They kind of make you be like 6 months to a year, and she was looking around and found that there was one that already had an availability for her daughter's age. So she went ahead and put her in daycare and apologized profusely because she's like, I don't mean to like take her away from you, and I totally understand, as your best friend, best friend first, daycare second, I'm not gonna be like, well, you can't take her away from me because, you said you'd, like, always be here. We didn't sign a contract, and even if we did, it's not like it's fucking binding. I am her best friend, like, so I was fine with it. It's okay. She put her in daycare, and I think it's good for this particular child, because I think it'll be good for her to have, like, socialization with other kids and stuff. I think that would be majorly helpful for her. So that way she's, like, a little maybe able to be more self-sufficient, and, like, she's 1, so obviously she's not going to be, like, sufficient, but, being around other kids her own age, she may be less inclined to want mom all the time, or want whoever's in charge all the time, and be able to just go off and play with her friends. So then it was down to just the one that I was watching, and then I had a meet and greet with another mom who just had a baby, so this is like a little baby. She was 6 weeks old when we did the meet and greet, and now, so she's 7 weeks old now because it's been a week. And I was supposed to start last Monday, the beginning of the week. Well, come to find out, both of the mothers work at General Motors, which is on strike. Oh, well, GM's not on strike. The UAW is on strike, but, so they've been out of work, so I've been out of work. The difference is they're getting paid strike pay. I'm not. So it's been a little tough this last week with not having any money coming in from, me, knowing that next week I'm going to have no money to pay bills, so my husband's going to have to pay for everything, which better now that he's got 2 jobs than, a couple months ago when he was only working at 1 job. And then, obviously, good news, bad news, my dad's moving out, but he was also kind of helping us out a little bit with, buying food and groceries and stuff, and we won't have that anymore. But, kind of a compensation, I suppose. I did get approved for TennCare, finally. It's been pending for over a month, so I did finally get that. That's finally approved, so we went and we got signed up for WIC to help us with groceries and stuff. So, we get like 4 gallons of milk a month, and bread, and juice, and stuff like that. And, so that's going to help considerably with me being out of work for who knows how long. Is that at the very least we'll be able to get the staples. I just feel so bad because my husband's got to work 2 jobs, and I'm sitting at home, like, not working. And it's not like I'm staying at home and not working, like, even a little bit. Like, I clean and try to keep up on the house, doing dishes and laundry and sweeping and taking care of the dogs and all that. It's not like I'm sitting on my ass literally all day long, but, you know, he's working 2 jobs. And he's doing so good, and he's trying so hard, and I know that his goal is that I don't have to go get a job, like, outside of my house, because if I'm home, then we don't have to pay for childcare. And childcare is expensive, y'all. So that's kind of the end goal, is that's why I was doing this, was because we were trying to have a kid. So I knew if I could find something I could make money with at home, I would be able to stay home, make money, and take care of my child. And I really got off on a tangent there. I'm very sorry. Yeah, there's not really a whole lot of other symptoms. I mean, everything is pretty normal. I don't honestly feel that pregnant. I mean, aside from the fact that my belly's getting bigger. So, I guess, let's see if I can get in the shot here. There's a dog bed behind me. So, there's the front view, you know, whatever, don't look that bad. And you turn sideways. And you nope. So, that's at almost 17 weeks. And I was pretty small beforehand, so I know a lot of times if you're on the smaller side, you show sooner. It also depends on, like, your muscle structure and, like, how working out you are and all that, and I don't do that. I'm not really a workout girl. Every once in a while I'll get a wild hair and I'll do some yoga or some stretching, or I'll go for a walk, but I'm not, like, pumping iron every day and running on the treadmill and all that crazy stuff. So obviously there's a slight struggle in finding clothes that still fit me. Like, I have, like, next to no bottoms that I can wear. If it buttons, I cannot wear it because it digs into my stomach and it hurts. So I've got the pair of shorts I have on now, do not have a button. They just pull up, and these are, like, my saviors right now. And even then, they won't last much longer because the stretch only goes so far. And I did buy a couple pairs of leggings, which I've been wearing because they kind of come up over my stomach a little, like, come up over my stomach and sit kind of, if you can't see, they come up to, like, up here. So I'll wear, or I fold them down if that's a little uncomfortable. I'll fold them down so that they're down below my stomach. So I got, like, 2 pairs of leggings, a pair of shorts, I got skirts and dresses. But as we get into, like, the colder months, I'm going to have to cave, and I'm going to have to buy, like, some maternity clothes that are seasonal, you know, obviously. Like, I'm in Tennessee, so it's not like it's going to get, like, freezing, and then with me not going out of the house much, it's not going to make much of a difference if I still wear, you know, leggings and a t-shirt, and then if I have to go outside, I'll throw on a jacket or something. It's not that big of a deal. I do foresee, I think I may end up stealing a few of my husband's clothes, because, I mean, why buy clothes when you can just borrow your husband's? Like I said, I don't leave the house. It's not like it makes much of a difference. So other than that, the only other thing that has kind of come up that's, I know I said, like, there wasn't a whole lot to talk about, and then I was like, oh, but there is. This is what I was getting at, this next bit. So I'm sure there's several factors that are coming into play here with it. I've been feeling very depressed lately. And I'm sure it has to do with fluctuating hormones and stress and the fact that I've been out of work for a week and my husband's working 2 jobs and all these things. I've just been very blah. I don't want to do anything. I don't really want to go anywhere. I have to force myself to, like, get up and clean and do all those things that I'm supposed to do. Like, literally, I want to sit on my ass and watch Law and Order, like, all day long. And, like, that's not very productive. But at the same time, while I do feel this depression, it kind of comes and goes. It's not all the time. Like, I feel fine right now. And it's not interfering with my ability to take care of me and my child. You know, I'm still trying to eat healthy. I'm still taking my prenatal vitamin. I'm still not smoking. I never smoked, but not smoking, not drinking, not taking drugs. Anything that I take that's, you know, a drug has been approved by my OBGYN. I am still taking care of business. You know, that's one of those things that it overrides. Being pregnant and knowing that I'm growing a life inside me overrides everything else. I don't care how tired I am. I don't care how depressed I'm feeling. I will take care of my child. I love this boy more than my own life. And I would do anything for him at this point in time. Before he's even born, I would do anything for him. And so I've been trying to find ways to kind of cope and deal with the feelings of depression. And it's not like the kind of depression where you're like, oh, suicidal thoughts and tendencies or anything like that. It's the kind of depression that's like, I just don't want to do anything. I just have like no interest in stuff. I feel kind of, not really sad, just kind of blah. Like, I don't want to do anything. I'm just me. So it's not super, super severe. And like I said, it comes and goes. There's some days where I don't feel like that at all. And I think a lot of it does have to do with the stress and the fact that I've been home. Literally for a week, I've been home alone, just me and the dogs. So like no one to talk to until like my husband gets home for a short minute. And he hasn't been working at his second job this week either. They had to get him on the schedule officially. So they had him take a short break so they could like get that all figured out. So he starts back up on Monday. So he's been coming home and staying home. So that's been a little nice because he's been home. You know, usually with his second job, he comes home from his first, takes about 30 minutes, and then goes to his second. So at least I've had him come home. And then my dad's been, you know, coming home and talking and chit-chatting and all that. But, you know, he's leaving this weekend. So, I don't know. It just is, I guess. And I went through a phase yesterday where I kicked something. I went through a phase yesterday where I was like so blah. I didn't want to do anything. That I was like, you know what? You know how you get over this? You fucking just do. So I like straight up went and found all my cleaning supplies, which I technically am really not supposed to be using. But I was in a ventilated area, so I wasn't, and it was fucking Windex. I'm not that worried about it. And the Windex I use is like basically vinegar and water. It's like the Windex vinegar formula, so it's not like chemical, like it's not that bad. And I decided to deep clean my window in the living room because I was sitting there and I had the curtain open and I could see like dust particles flying in the room and stuff, and I was like, I'm gonna clean that window. And so I did, and I like popped it open and pulled it down and cleaned the inside and up top and cleaned everything, stuck it back up there, and opened the window and put a fan in blowing out so that it would kind of suck all the dust out of my living room. You know, I have 2 dogs. There's always hair and dander and everything, so I keep thinking we need to get a purifier, like an air purifier, but obviously we're not going to go blow money when I'm not working, so that'll have to wait for another time. Speaking of money and not working, my mother-in-law actually texted me a little bit ago. Her neighbors are having like a big yard sale, like I guess a block yard sale, like anybody who's got stuff can bring it and sell it at their house. So they went over to go see what was over there. And they had a few baby things. They had a bassinet and a crib, which both of them were like new. And it's just that, you know, they didn't need it anymore, or that somebody else didn't need it, or whatever. So she texted me and asked if I wanted them. And I was like, well, I don't have any money, we don't have any extra money, like, so, and she's like, oh, don't worry about it, and the bassinet was gone, so she didn't get, by the time she went to go buy it, somebody already got it, but she's like, well, the bassinet was gone, but we went ahead and bought you the crib. Oh, so then I was like, oh, well, you know, the money's a little bit tight right now, but we'll pay you back as soon as we can. She said, no, don't worry about it. So I just got a crib. We also got a few baby clothes. My husband got super, super duper excited the other day, just like out of the blue. He was like, look at this, look at this, look at this, look at this. And we bought some baby clothes. So we have baby clothes. We've bought a pack of diapers. We bought a 3-pack of wipes. So we are starting to acquire things that we'll need and use throughout the pregnancy. I mean, throughout the baby's life. I can't talk. I can't think. I'm just stupid lately. Like, girl. Okay, so we've been buying some things and like kind of starting to stockpile up some of the stuff that we're gonna need after he's born. We've gotten a couple of bottles. We've gotten some pacifiers, which we didn't buy. My brother, for my birthday, I think I mentioned that in one of these videos, but my brother had bought, and his girlfriend bought us a couple bottles and pacifiers and wipes and those kind of things for my birthday. So we're keeping a stack over here back behind the dresser over in that direction. There's like diapers and wipes and all the things that we're acquiring, and then we've got a box up in the closet that's all of the clothes that we've bought so far. I want to buy everything. I have such a hard time when we go because I'm like, I really, literally just want to buy everything I find. But right now, the problem is I'm due in March, okay? In Tennessee in March is probably not going to be that cold, to be honest. It might be a little chilly, but it's not going to be that bad. So, when he's first born, yeah, we might need a few long sleeve things. But then pretty quickly, April, May, June, it's going to get hot quick. So we need more short sleeve options and stuff. And because of the time of year it is, there really isn't a whole lot of short sleeve stuff. Everybody's moving into selling the long sleeve stuff as we get into the, in theory, colder months. Like, it's been so hot lately. We are actually approaching the record number of days above 90 degrees. So, it's been hot. And we have not had any rain. Like, we're in the middle of, like, a small drought. Like, it's probably going on, like, 2 weeks with, like, no rain, I think. So we've got a lot of stuff going on, and I'm super duper excited because my dad's moving out, like, and that's not why I'm excited. My dad moving out is not what's exciting me. The fact that he's moving out means that that room will get cleaned out so we can actually start setting up the nursery. Sean and I had plans. We weren't going to ask anybody to buy us, like, the quote-unquote big-ticket items, like the crib and, like, a dresser, and if we were going to get a changing table, we weren't going to ask for that. I think the only, like, big-ticket items that are on our registry is a stroller and car seats, which, if nobody buys those, we will buy them, obviously. But most everything else is, like, bottles and wipes and diapers and clothes and, you know, diaper bag and all that kind of stuff. It's nothing like, I'm not going on and putting like $300 furniture on my registry. Nobody's going to buy it. I know that. So, know your crowd. And I wouldn't ask somebody to buy me something like that anyway. And then my best friend, they were going to buy us a crib for the baby shower. But obviously my in-laws just bought us one. So I let her know, so she wasn't like trying to save up her money or whatever. But she's also throwing the baby shower. So I kind of don't feel like if you host a baby shower, personally, I feel like you've already put enough energy and money into it that you are not required to buy a gift. That's my personal opinion. That doesn't mean I always follow it because I threw her baby shower and I still bought her gifts. But it's my personal opinion. Like, if she's doing so much for me already that she does not need to bring a gift to the baby shower. She can if she wants, but I'm 100% not going to ask her to. You know, nobody has to bring gifts, honestly. Like, really, you really don't. But I know most people do because they're like, babies are expensive, so here, have a few things to help you out. But as we go, you know, through our pregnancy, we're going to be buying a few things, and now that we've got it's not ready yet, but once we have the room available, we'll be able to get that all situated, and we'll have it ready to go. And welcome our baby boy. I don't know if I'm feeling kicks or not. Every once in a while I really do think I felt something, especially at night when I'm like laying really still. I think I feel stuff, but it hasn't been one of those definitive like punches or kicks that I'm like, that was definitely it. I mean, and I'm only, you know, like I said, 16 weeks and however many days, so it's still kind of early. I know a lot of people don't feel things until they get like into the 20s, but we're getting there. And I go to the doctor next week. And I'm hoping for an ultrasound. I don't know if we're doing that or not. That might be the next appointment, not this one. Because I'll only be 17 weeks. So, like, I already know the gender because we did the genetic testing. That's the word. So we did the genetic testing. So I already know that we're having a boy, but they'll still do an ultrasound to check gender and make sure that he's growing the way he should be. And, I mean, my tummy keeps growing, so I'm going to say he's probably still growing. I hope. I hope nothing is wrong, and I try not to think that way, that, you know, everything is fine, everything is great, he's healthy, I am doing my best to eat right, I don't drink a bunch of caffeine, I'm not, like, horking down the sugar, I'm trying very hard to be better for him. You know, he deserves that. He deserves to have parents who make that effort, who try to be better for him. So that's kind of where we're at with this pregnancy. I mean, I mean, the biggest new thing is the depression, but like I said, that very well could just be kind of brought on from all the stress and anxieties and the not working, and once I start working again, that very well could go away. Plus, you know, I'm going kind of stir crazy, sitting home by myself all the time. You know, this is the longest I've ever been home, like, alone, consistently, and I know, like I said, that they're coming home in the afternoon, but, like, I'm here by myself from, like, 8 to, like, 1:30, and that's kind of a long time to be all by yourself with no one to talk to, so that could go away once I get my kids back. I'm hoping soon. I really hope that GM and the UAW come to an agreement soon, because there's so many people out of work right now who are, you know, they're striking, and then it's starting to affect like other people. You know, it's affecting me. So I really hope that they come to a conclusion soon and put an end to the strike. And if you are affected by the strike, I'm very sorry, and I really hope that things kind of pick up and work out for you, and hopefully everything gets better on the whole front, everything, all of it. I think once we've been able to actually like start putting the nursery together, because there's no way, we got a crib, there's no way my husband is going to wait to put it up. As soon as my dad is out of that room, we're gonna like sweep it and, you know, clean it up, because there's no carpet, so it's probably like all up under all the furniture. I'm sure there's dust and dog hair and God knows what else. So we're gonna clean it up, and there's no way he's not gonna be like, do you want to put the crib together? So we'll probably do that sometime within the next week, I'm sure, and start getting the nursery put together. But I'm super duper excited. I will obviously do a video next week about my doctor's appointment, probably on Thursday, which is the day after my appointment. I'll probably go ahead and do it Thursday. And then the following week will be another video, because then it'll be 18 weeks. So I'll have my 16. So I'll have, this is my 14 to 16. My next video will be the doctor's appointment, and then I'll have the 16 to 18 video the following week. So lots of recording coming up. I got them 2 videos. Possibly once our nursery is done, which I know that's going to be a little bit from now, but possibly once the nursery is done, I may do a quick video. It's probably just going to be for my phone, so it's not going to be like the greatest video in the world, but I'll probably do a video showing the nursery and what we've got done. But that is all for now. I know this was kind of like a random ass video, like I kept going off on tangents. I will try really hard to keep them a little more linear in the future. You know, I do all of this, I sit down and I record. I don't edit, because this is who I am, this is me, this is my goofy self, this is my cussing, this is my everything. I am trying to stop cussing, though. I know I didn't seem like it in this video, but I am making that effort to, like, stop, or at the very least, cut it back, because I don't really want him, I know, at this point now, Nathan can hear. It's not for sure what he can hear, but he can definitely hear. They say at this point he can probably hear me, just not like outside noises. So anything going on inside my body he can hear. So he can hear my voice, he can hear like my stomach growling, my blood whooshing, everything like that. And then within the next couple of weeks he should be able to start hearing outside of my womb. So he'll be able to hear Sean talk and everybody and all that. So, but obviously since he can hear me, I don't want him to be like sitting in there and listening to me cuss all day long and come out and that'd be like his first word, because that's my luck. Because it's not going to be mama or dada, it's going to be fuck. Because that's just the way our family rolls. So anyway, I will talk to you guys, like I said, next week for the doctor's appointment, and let you know what's going on with that and how everything is going. Comment if you have any questions, concerns, anything you want to add, any commentary, talk about your own pregnancy. I'm happy to answer any questions if I know the answer, or just engage in conversation. That's perfectly fine. Like, subscribe for more content. I have said in the past that probably once I finish this pregnancy, I may just continue making videos kind of on a off and on basis, just for like motherhood videos, about my experience as being a mother. So I still have a hard time wrapping my head, like, okay, last thing I'm going to say before I turn this video off. I don't personally think I look like a mother. And I know that's like an insane thing, like, what does a mother even look like? But like, when I look at myself, I don't see a mother. And I guess that must be because, like, I see myself all the time, so I know, like, where I am and all that. And I don't know. I guess what I have in my head is what a mother looks like is my mother. And I don't think I look like that, but I'm also not in my 40s. So everybody's got to start somewhere. So that's kind of a weird thing I think I've been going through, is being like, I don't really feel like a mom. And I'm sure that'll change once he's here, once I'm, like, going through everything. But I definitely want to log my experiences as, you know, breastfeeding trials and tribulations, and diaper changing, and, you know, getting peed on for the first time, and, you know, all these things that I will experience for the first time. I kind of want to do videos, maybe not, like, dedicated to that thing. Like, I'm not going to make a 20-minute video about my son pissing in my face for the first time. Especially since it's probably going to happen 50 more times before he's, I don't know, potty trained, I guess. So I do want to do videos about motherhood and my experience as being a mom. So that'll definitely be maybe another segment that we do as I move out of the pregnancy and into the motherhood phase. And then I'm still taking pictures of my tummy, so I may sit down one day and edit something up and put them in there so you can see how my tummy progressed throughout the pregnancy, because everybody's different. You know I personally think I'm quite large for 16 weeks, but other people could be 16 weeks and not show at all. There could be people who are 16 weeks and show way more than I am. It also depends on if it's your first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, whatever pregnancy. They do say that you get bigger faster for your subsequent pregnancies, because your stomach has, like, your uterus and everything, it's already stretched out, it's already done it, so it's like muscle memory. It's like, oh, I know how to do this, let's just fucking do it. So if you are pregnant and you are as pregnant as I am, but don't look as pregnant as I am, or look more pregnant than I am, don't worry, your bump is beautiful, and it doesn't matter if it's big, little, or weird. It's perfect. And don't worry about it. You've got plenty of other things to worry about. You don't need to stress and worry about how big your tummy is. I actually quite like my little belly. And I can't wait for it to get bigger, in fact. So I'm going to go ahead and go because I keep rambling. So I will talk to you guys next week about my doctor's appointment, and that's it. Bye, y'all.